The round table.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will.
It's time for action, gentlemen. Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
All right, who's praying today?
You.
It's not me.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Holden prayed last
Remember
week.
my awful fucking...
No, he wasn't
wasn't
here.
here.
But Holden prayed last week.
Oh, no
Bad.
shit, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, dear Lord, thank you so much for having us here together. We really love each other. Thanks for bringing us all together and all that stuff. Amen?
Why?
I don't fucking know,
Is it because
Jackie.
of the
Raced
weekend?
through it.
We had a terrible weekend, but also it was a beautiful weekend and a wonderful weekend. But we can talk about it if Eddie wants to.
My mother's dead.
All right. Ed's mom is no longer with us, but she's with us in spirit. And she's with us in spite as well.
Not a joke.
Nope,
Yeah.
she's gone forever, never to return.
We just have to clarify for the listeners. Not a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
We laughed because we laughed through the pain.
Through pain.
We
We
have
laughed through
to.
pain.
We
Yes.
all deal with death in different ways.
Yes.
I've been yelling at strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been yelling at strangers for about 4 days, so
That's
I'm feeling
great.
great, man.
Yeah,
I've been peaceful.
yeah.
You know what?
That's good, Eddie.
I'll tell you guys a story about something that happened. So I needed. My mom's a devout Catholic. Thank you for hailing her.
Hailing her.
Hailing her
That's
at the last podcast
Very
show, by the way.
No problem.
And she, when I needed someone, I was so she was a Catholic, so I got to do what's right. And so I'm like, I got to get it. She didn't get her last rites because she died in her sleep.
Right.
But I wanted to get a priest to bless the body, and no priest would bless the body.
Why
No
not?
priest would
Why?
do it because it's not the sacrament is last rites, so you're technically not supposed to receive the sacrament unless you're about to die in seconds.
Fuck
Are you
priests.
kidding me?
So no priest would come, and I'm just like, I will pay a priest to lie to me
To fake it.
and tell me my mom was blessed. You know what I mean?
Me show up in a priest
So we're like
costume.
scrambling all over town. No priest will do it. We're asking them all. Every priest in Tom's River, go fuck yourself.
Hold on, but can we just stop for 1 second? Holden, can you bless the body as Father Holden McNeely?
Yeah, for sure. In the mind, the Holy Spirit, and what comes in, bless the body.
That was it?
Yeah, that's how they do it, right?
I wish it was that fast, but unfortunately,
And they have the little dangling silver ball with the smoke that comes out.
So I get a call, frantic, from my aunt. She's like, "We found a guy. He's from a couple of towns over. We kind of know him, Father June." Father June is a 400-pound Filipino priest. He's just like, he looked like a homeless guy that they put a priest outfit on.
What do you think your mother thinks about the Filipino people?
God, she would have made fun of him on her
Yeah,
deathbed.
she definitely would have made fun of him. But she would have been like, photo. Yeah.
Not even the right place. Well, that's fine. Very good, though.
And but no, he's doing it. And he's praying, and he's reading, and I'm just like, let's get the fuck out of this room. How long does this prayer have to be? And then finally he finishes. We go upstairs. We're all fucking crying. Julie's there with me, my girlfriend. Tim Dean was in the room.
Good friend of ours, good friend of the show.
And my aunt and uncle were in the room. And we were all just fucking crying, going nuts, you know. And I get out of the room. We're all up there. We're just looking at each other. I'm like, all right, so who wants to go again? You guys want to go one more?
I love it.
I was like, you go for one more, Father Jude? He's like about to pass out because he went up a flight of stairs. His shirt wasn't even tucked in. Have you ever seen a priest who didn't have his shirt tucked in?
Unbelievable.
How do you even have the white thing that fit around his neck? Was it
I
just
don't
like
think it went all the
stapled?
way around.
Oh, okay.
He cheated it. All right, this is the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everyone. That's Jackie, Eddie.
How you doing? What's going on? What's new, Ben?
Oh, absolutely nothing. We did a great live last podcast on the left yesterday. We hailed Mama Kathleen, and then a couple of videos. We showed a couple of videos.
Got people upset.
Got people upset. One video got people really upset. Marcus, I think you'll attest. People don't like to see cows eating live chickens.
It was a chick. It was a tiny baby
I
chick.
think
He's-
that's the part that makes it so bad.
No, that
it
makes
was
it
a-
fine. If it was it was a fully grown chicken, that would be grotesque and insane. A chick is just, it can't move, and a cow's stupid, and it just swallowed something that was on the ground.
But it's
It could have been a sprinkler head.
No, he didn't just swallow it because the chick was running in front of him. The cow was sniffing at it, and then the cow opens its mouth and just slowly starts glomming on it. And you hear the chick freaking out for a bit, and then it just goes silent.
I thought
Did
it
he
was
swallow it?
He swallowed it, yeah, and there was a bunch of Indian kids behind him going, "Yay!"
They were happy.
Because the cows, you always got to root for God.
Well, it's their version of Netflix. It's a great thing. And, it reminded me of Pink Flamingos when John Waters allowed that chicken to be fucked to death by the dude with the semi.
Yeah, but they ate the chicken.
They ate the chicken, and they made that chicken the star. And there's no denying that chicken was a star of last night's last podcast, along with Mama Kathleen, and they're both dead.
What an honor.
Yeah.
What a huge honor to have my mother, my dead mother, on the same show as a cow eating a chicken.
You know, man.
You know what, Ben? I never thought I would feel this.
Yeah.
But you have really done me a great honor.
That's what I bring to the friendship, man.
They should have made it a turkey. If it was a cow eating a turkey, everybody would have laughed and applauded because turkeys are total fuckers.
Yeah, and the noises would have been really funny.
Right? Holdenators, ho! Time for some PlayStation Network shout-outs. Now, I have a ludicrous amount of them, so I'm only going to do like a few of them and save the rest for next week, okay? Sir Snippy, tell Ben and Marcus that it was great to see them in L.A., and he will vote for Ben when he runs for Congress.
Out of your room, out of your womb, out of your wallet.
That's
Vote
right.
Kissel.
Nasty Norm,
Out of your room, out of your womb, out of your wallet.
So no
Why?
roommates?
So
No.
get outside?
Yeah.
Gay
wait.
marriage, abortion rights, pro-choice, and no government overreach when it comes to taxes.
Now I get it. Get out of your.
You don't even know how to talk about your own.
No, we're gonna stay out of your room.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay out of your
Out of
room,
your room,
and we're gonna stay out of your
Out
wallet.
of your
Hey,
wallet.
check
Out-
this out. Maybe make the mascot for your campaign a talking coat hanger with googly eyes, right? Because it stays in the closet, right? And it performs abortions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's free usually.
That is ridiculous. No. Anyway, thank you, and I appreciate your support. Don't let these naysayers. I'm talking to the fan.
I'll dress like
Yours.
the coat hanger if you need me to. Nasty Norm
Yeah,
for all
what?
the nasties out there. We got the Davenporter was also at the L.A. show. Henry and Marcus were perfect gentlemen, but Ben had his L.A. privileges revoked. Were you mean to people?
What? I was in roast mode.
He was he got a little roasty.
Who said my LA privileges are revoked?
The Davenporter.
The Davenporter? Is there a name to the Davenporter? Or
These
does
are all
he
screen names, which, by the way, the next
He
shout
sounds
out,
like a dumb yacht.
He is. Yeah, I think he probably is.
I'm in roast mode.
I know, man.
I don't like roast
Some people
mode.
don't know, though. Some
A
people,
dumb yacht? Like
Yeah.
a big talking yacht?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't really.
Who has plays PlayStation?
The Davenporter? It sounds like a dumb yacht. Sounds like a
googly
talking
eyes.
dumb yacht.
maybe that could be the spokesperson.
Well, whatever. Out of your room, out of your womb, out of your wallet.
Bird 420 Luger is the screen name of this
What the
dude.
fuck is
That's
that?
right.
Man,
Biting my shit?
he's biting your shit.
Completely. He adores Jackie's voice. It would murder his soul should he ever fall deaf.
Wow. Bird Luger 420.
I don't like him. I don't like him at
I will have it. Was that you, Barnett?
No, it wasn't me. I would never
Come
say
on,
some
just
shit
say it
like
to my
that.
fucking face. Say it to my face, you asshole.
I just did.
And I'll end with this. We finally got a Howard Stern one. Pit X Pinsex says, Baba Booey, Howard Stern's penis. Shout out, you fuckers. Ho. Wow. Got a Baba Booey on the show, guys.
That's nice.
Am I
All
supposed
right.
to know what that means? Does everybody know what that means?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Okay.
It's like a prank call thing people like to do for Howard
Yeah.
Stern. All right, that's been your PlayStation Network shout outs.
You don't have to make the face like that.
See you next
It's a
week,
radio show.
fucker.
Yeah, he can't not make the face.
That was solely for you, Ed. That's what he did.
Shout out.
All right, we got it. All right, so Kevin, you're here.
I'm here, man. I'm Kevin Barnett, a.k.a. Bird Luger. Fuck Bird 24 Luger. Imposters. The real Bird Luger would never put 24 in the middle of his PlayStation Network name.
420.
It's 420. The
I don't
weed
give
code.
a fuck about that guy, man. I say what I want.
The Davenport sounds like a dumb yacht. I think it's kind of a funny joke. I'm Ben, and then Walter Rapogla
Sure.
is with us.
Hi, guys.
Is that right?
No.
What is it?
Replogal. We
Oh.
do this every show.
Rep Plogel.
Yes.
Replogel.
Yeah.
So he's with us.
I really want to hear Holden do the voice of the closeted gay abortion-causing coat hanger. That's what I want to hear.
We'll get to it later.
Yeah, it's me, Googly, the talking coat hanger.
I don't want the talking coat hanger.
After
I'm
a quick
actually more.
Google search, I found out that this symbol is actually a very horrible thing that doctors used to use in alleyways on abortions when they were illegal. Apologies, audience. Yeah!
Not an official representative of the Kissel campaign. I have to say
Who
that.
are you going to vote for, talking coat hanger?
I don't know. I think actually there's a lot of really good stuff out there that both Bernie Madoff's saying.
Do you think the Bernie signs are Bernie Madoff?
Yeah! Take it from me. I took something from women in alleyways.
You are disgusting.
I went to the Mutter Museum. I saw a bunch
How
of
was
dead
it?
babies today.
So, but okay. So it was the weekend of your mother's funeral, and you decided to get extra sad, or what was the reason behind it?
I was in Philly, and I had some time to kill, and it was the only thing I could think of that I wanted to do.
New Star Trek movie.
I hate Star Trek.
Why?
No, but I like it because the skulls are all fused together on the babies.
Oh, yeah, that was a cool one. I love freaks. I love looking at the fucking Googles, man.
All right, and a little fact about Mama Kathleen: she was a twin. So we'll be dropping things about her life throughout the episode.
Yeah,
she was a twin.
And my father was a twin. She has a twin brother. My father's a twin sister.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're gonna have twins.
Oh man,
That's
no,
why
I'm
his
gonna
ball-
have a Mutter Museum baby.
Yeah. No, you'll have
Fucking
twins.
booze I drank.
You have huge bowls, Eddie.
I know what. God knows what's in there. I could be brewing gorillas.
You could be brewing gorillas. Who knows?
I feel like you're brewing the next start of the second season of Stranger Things. Anybody watching it?
Oh my God, it's so
Stranger
good.
Things? I'm on page 7 this week. I have to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody watch it. That's all I'm allowed to say.
All right, and listen to page 7. It's a great podcast. Jackie, you're here.
You already said that I'm here.
All right, let's move
But
on.
I do have
then.
a great song for Mama Kathleen that's stuck in my head.
Do you want to sing it?
I want to be ninja. I'm going to chop, chop, chop chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja.
She would have loved this song.
She loves this
That
song.
was.
She heard that song. Did Mama Kathleen hear that song?
No.
By the way, just
She
for some
would have liked
context,
it though.
there was a Real Housewife, I believe, of Beverly Hills, or one of these
Something
Real
like that.
Housewives, and she put out a song. She does hideaway beds.
Murphy beds.
Murphy
yeah.
Murphy
beds.
beds.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
And
like those.
she put a song out on YouTube called "I Want to Be Ninja," and it is the most offensive racist song I think I've ever heard.
Oh, a white
Sings it
person
like
wrote
that.
it?
A white person sang it and wrote it.
Oh, it sounds like something a Chinese person would write.
That's why I feel like Mama Kathleen would love it.
How
I
they
feel
get you.
like Mama Kathleen would see it and be like, yes, yes, please keep going with that song.
But now, wouldn't that also be a wonderful entrance song for a certain congressman candidate coming out onto the stage to give his big speeches, Ben?
Yeah, you gotta chop chow down to Chinatown.
Yeah, that'll be the big move. Chop, chop, chop. You'll get their whole audience to make.
Oh man, or like a UFC fighter.
Yeah,
That'd
totally.
be scary as hell.
Kind
There
of
we are.
Yeah, brings them out. Make America a ninja place. That's what you should have your slogan should be.
I will actually say I will take that. Make America a ninja place. Vote
A
Kissel.
ninja place. You have to say ninja.
Ninja. Well, then
It's
it's
better than the room and the womb and.
out of your room, out of your room, out of your wallet.
I know it.
Tongue
It's like
twisted.
you want people to get out of these things, but like you don't.
You do.
But no, you want you to get out.
I
of
want the
them.
government to get out of them.
right, but like something you want them to get out of them.
No, and
That's what
also
I
get
thought.
out of your room, and get out of your womb, and get out of your wallet.
Say, we're going to be out of your room, out of your
Yes,
womb, out of your
it's the
wallet.
we're
I
gonna
think
be.
I'm going to
We're
run my
gonna
own
be.
campaign.
That helps clarify it.
Yep.
Take it from me. I made a woman bleed down her legs and saved her life.
We all sound really bad right now.
This is funny.
I really
August,
did.
do you have the video of the cow eating the chick? Let's
No.
listen to that.
No, I
Actually,
can't.
we could make them watch it.
We could make them watch it,
but
yeah.
I love to watch it, man.
Do you want to watch? Should we watch it?
We'll do one of them good old reaction videos.
All right, and then we'll get to a news story. It's a bit of an odd episode today. Usually we get to a news story a little bit quicker, but today we have to traumatize.
Sad day.
It is a sad day, but it's a glorious day. And go back and listen to episodes 15. That's where Mama Kathleen made her debut on the Roundtable, and it is beyond hilarious.
Well, and she recently was on the show, and what was the name of that episode?
The Mother's Day episode.
The Mother's Day episode.
And you were and she was on Brighter Side a few months ago as well.
Yeah. Regular. Is this our first Cave Comedy Radio star death?
This is literally the death of the mother of Cave Comedy Radio.
Yes.
Yes. She's the only mom that's ever appeared on the show.
My mom would never come near this fucking
No,
shit.
Your mother is.
I don't think that I want to go into this place. She'd probably say that before she even came into
And
the
I'd be
creek.
like, stop giving me a fucking erection.
Yeah, exactly. God, remember you used to do a lot of mommy
that was
stuff.
constant.
You know, I received some quote-unquote fan mail about it. People were concerned. A couple of officers sent me some fan mail about but yeah. So it's, I'll bring it back, though.
Did she ever hear any of it?
Not a lick of it.
She would be. I can't even imagine.
big
She would
was
have a
that
brain
lick?
aneurysm.
Yeah.
Big nasty lick of it.
She's
I don't
holding
want to
with
watch
the
it.
vagina.
I keep
All right,
looking
we're
up
going
the
to watch
screen
the cow
to
eating
watch the
chicken
video.
video, and then
Jackie,
Jackie, I want you to talk about your experience with Holden over the weekend, but we'll get to it after the cow eats the chicken.
Oh, I will.
All right, so the cow approaches a chicken.
Oh,
it's
this
going to
is a
hang
pretty
out there.
big chicken.
That's a big chicken.
It's a pretty big chicken.
Oh, that's adorable.
So
It's on a stick. It's on a stick. That honestly just looks like the kind of feeding that we did with the snakes.
Oh God,
my
the Indian
buddy
children
had.
are so happy.
so happy.
That's
so
not even that bad.
If you go on YouTube, just YouTube cow eating chicken, and you'll find it. It has 814,000 views.
Yeah.
So
Very popular.
It's much more popular than anything we've ever done.
Yeah, and the audio is a lot more horrifying because the chicken stays alive for quite a while.
Right.
As the cow is chewing, and then it just goes silent.
Yeah.
Did you know that the name of a cow's third stomach is called an omason?
Did not know that. It's time for a story from Marcus Barnes.
A woman reportedly asked a tattooist to draw a yin-yang symbol on her back, only to discover he had instead created an image of a penis alongside the word fuck.
A much better design.
Yeah,
Let's
much
try
cooler.
it.
Yep, an Austrian court heard the 21-year-old woman ask the man, who was a hobby tattooist, to draw the Chinese symbol onto her. He reportedly said he was happy to do so and designed a template for the design, which he showed to her. But once he began applying the ink to her back, he apparently disregarded the template and instead drew an impromptu phallic design and a swear word.
Isn't that kind of fun?
Yep.
It is fun.
Yeah, the woman reportedly only realized what he had done when she went home and looked at the tattoo in the mirror.
I mean, shouldn't you only get a tattoo in an area that you can personally see?
I mean, a lot of people don't because they want to cover it up, but I think that's a fun, roulette wheel. I think it would be give
Sure.
somebody $100, be like, do whatever you want on my back. I'm not going to say it.
People do that all the time.
That's fun. Grab bag.
Grab bag.
Yeah, that's what I'll call it. But grab back, I guess.
Oh, grab bag.
Yeah, grab back.
What kind of back tattoo would you get?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Right over the ass.
Oh, on my ass. Well, I really want to get Lord take the wheel over my ass. And that's going to be my 30th gift to myself.
Lord, take the wheel.
L-A-W-D. Lord, take the
I
wheel.
see.
Yeah, I want that. But half on my ass and half... I want the steering wheel to go down into my ass crack.
May I ask, how is laud spelled?
L-A-W-D.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Lord, take the wheel. That's how I would say it every time someone sees it.
And this implies you would like Jesus to come from behind and sort of grab you there.
I mean, sure, but also
You're the wheel.
I'm throwing it up. I'm throwing it out there. Let's see how it goes. Right, Barnett?
It's true, man, what you said. The thing is about saying Jesus is holding it is Jesus lives in everything. So he is, no matter who's back there, that's Jesus.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting pummeled in the ass by Jesus H. Christ.
Specifically in the ass.
Sure.
Herschel Christ.
Yeah. The only tattoo I ever thought about getting was on my butt cheeks, and it would have said beer lover. And I wanted to get that at the age of 16, and I actually would not be upset if I followed through with that 16-year-old idea. I would still enjoy
It's a funny joke.
Beer lover on my butt cheeks.
I love it.
I love beer.
Like beer on one cheek and lover on the other.
You know, it'd be even better if it was beer la and then ver on the other cheek, because it's just why would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fun.
Good point. Maybe
Or make your butthole be the O.
I was gonna say it, but you said it. Thank
Find
you, Marcus.
the O, and then you can be like, find the O, like a dark room.
That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
but doesn't that mean the L has to be all they would have to spread your ass cheeks to tattoo the L, right?
They can get in there. They can do that.
I'm sure they can.
As long as it says beer.
Barrel.
Yeah, I actually saw a tattoo on a butthole. It said "spit first."
On the internet or in person?
Strange.
On the internet.
Classy,
No.
classy,
Not in
classy.
person. But Jackie, we're talking about butts. You have an interesting story about Holden over the weekend.
I mean, I'm sorry, Holden. Maybe I shouldn't have said this story to Kissel. But we were all extraordinarily hungover.
Was it my farting?
Yeah.
It was
We
ridiculous.
got kicked out of our hotel rooms very, very early in the morning.
10 a.m. fucking
10 a.m. checkout
You
time.
can ask
fucking
for a
kidding
later
me?
checkout.
Yeah, you have to pay more.
Yeah.
I ain't
The
fucking
man
doing
was
that
standing
shit.
out there. He's like, "You pay more.
You pay more. You paid more. Yeah.
I got woken up naked, by the way. The guy's pounding on the door. I open up the door. He's like, "You gotta go." And I'm like, "I can't leave nude." And I slammed the door in his face.
Seaside Heights, baby.
Good God.
So we go out. We're all
great
waiting by
down
the
there.
car. Holden has. I mean, I'm still drunk. Half of us are either still drunk or so brutally hungover I can barely open my eyes. And Holden let out a shart that was one of the most guttural,
it was crazy.
disgusting sharts I've heard in a while.
crazy,
We
dude.
all moved away from him, just like Jesus, like to a point that I almost threw up on the.
I thought I
street.
was just going to do a silent, buddy.
It was so
quiet
bad.
poppy,
It was
right?
so disgusting to a
Dude,
point
it was-
that his girlfriend Lexi said, "Baby, do you need a wipe?" In all earnest,
She is too
she
nice.
said,
so
"Baby,
good
do
to
you
me.
need a wipe?"
Did she say it like it's something that she says a lot?
Yes, it was flippant. It wasn't. She wasn't disgusted at all. We were all
was
like,
so
I
brutal.
almost threw up.
It was
Great
so
she
brutal.
wants to get in there, though.
Yeah, she's down.
To a point, we talked about this shart for most of the car ride. It's all we could think about.
It went on like, because the judge of a mark of a good one is when it just goes on like a fucking millisecond too long, longer
Too
than you
long.
ever thought it would go on.
Yeah, and you hear the gurgle.
Yeah, and just like, boof. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. It's not like I meant to. You know
I
what
know
I'm
you
saying?
didn't
I'm
mean to.
fucking human. Listeners at home, all right? Fucking good Lord, what am I being persecuted here?
No?
Hey,
No,
Culligan, man. All right, let's. What do we got here? So now this story
Yep.
that we're talking about.
Yeah, the guy said appearing in court where the incident occurred, the man was asked by the judge why he had drawn the penis, to which the man replied, "Just 'cause."
Why not?
Hell yeah.
Have a lot of fun.
Just give her a free tattoo. That's all you got to do to make up for it.
I think this was a free tattoo.
Oh,
I mean,
then
he was
who
he was a
cares?
hobby tattooist, so this was like a prison tattoo, ballpoint pen.
It was a yin yang symbol.
So is he in trouble or not?
He is charged with bodily harm, along with several other charges relating to burglary and violence.
Well, that's a different thing. That's
Burglary. I think what that is that maybe he did get paid, and
and he
since
took the
he
money.
didn't deliver, he took the money.
Therefore, he
burgled. He burgled.
Give me
Yeah,
a
He's a
break.
burglar.
yeah, he burgled skin space.
No, I
Isn't
feel
that
like
weird?
if you're getting one of those kind of trailer trash tattoos, which I'm not saying that in a bad way. I mean, we've all been there before. My sister keeps trying to get me to get a tattoo from the guy next door, $50, whatever I want, in his apartment. But it's
Yeah.
like if that kind of thing, it's like then you throw it up. Low, take the wheel. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this guy's getting 3.5 years in prison for this.
Whoa!
All right, that's far too long in prison.
Yeah.
But I guess
Come on.
I
You'll
feel
know.
like I would know the difference between a yin yang being pierced into my skin and a dick being pierced in my skin. You know
Not
what
just
I mean?
a dick, but the word fuck.
yeah.
That's
Which I
awesome.
find hilarious.
I think it's great.
That's not even creative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, little dick and
Is it a consumer protection thing? I mean, how is it 3.5 years imprisonment? It seems a little bit intense for someone who gave a bad tattoo. And they're also just sending him to the University of Bad Tattoos, which is prison.
I mean, I don't know Austrian law.
Oh, this is Austria.
Yeah, this is Austria.
Wild
Oh,
stuff.
they're so peaceful there. That's the fucking problem.
That's where Hitler's from.
Eh.
And Mozart.
Yeah.
Neither of them peaceful. Mozart was a terrible person.
He was a bit of a
Arnold
bit of a wreck.
Schwarzenegger's from there.
Also a fun guy. Had sex with a lot of nannies.
Conan was very good.
I would never get a tattoo, but if I did have to get a tattoo, I guess you can't be that upset if you choose someone who you don't trust. I mean, I think it's the person's fault who went to him.
Yeah. It's a roll of the dice every time, man.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't go to a hobbyist tattoo.
No.
Absolutely not.
One of my favorite, I mean, I've never wanted a tattoo, but one of my favorite tattoo ideas was my friends Barry and Kyle were in this feud for a while because Barry may have happened to cockblock Kyle, and this went on for years. And at one point, you know, Kyle's mom was employed a month at Publix, and Barry's plan was he was going to break into Kyle's house, steal the employee of the month picture, and then get that tattooed on his chest. But he wasn't able to break into his house in enough time before they made up before he broke into his house.
Oh,
That would have been
bad.
amazing.
that would have
Well,
been
that's
unbelievable.
incredible.
Yeah.
What do you have to do to become the employee of the month of a Publix?
You have to be very good at your
Quick
job.
with the bags, man.
Yeah,
Quick with the bags.
sandwiches too. They don't fuck
Yeah.
around.
Publix
so.
is fantastic.
Dude, in your uniform and on the floor, 10 minutes for your shift, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's all about that attitude. Make sure you
Yeah.
got that great attitude going in.
To be on time is to be late.
That's what you always say, Marcus.
Because it's true.
Yep.
It's not true.
How many times a week do you hear that, Kissel?
I am actually never late.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, he's always early.
Or he's hours late.
Yeah.
Too true?
No, not true.
Okay, not true.
Always on time. Out of your room, out of your womb, out of your wallet.
Wow. Ben Kissel, 20...
39 or something.
Wait,
Yeah.
Marcus, I just realized you're barefoot, man. How often are you barefoot on the podcast?
Yeah, why are you barefoot?
It's hot in
This is
here.
odd. Oh, because of the heat.
Yeah,
You
they-
wear your work sandals.
Oh, I don't wear the work sandals in here. The work sandals are for only when I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's why I just cut holes in the bottom of my shoe
Yeah, that helps too.
to help air
bathroom?
out. Don't come on the grapes. I know that's a big Publix no.
So if you don't do that, then you're the employee of the month.
Yes, easily.
Yeah, good idea.
It's a lot of forbidden people down south, and they do forbidden things.
Eddie, do you feel accomplished this weekend? Because technically you did book a show.
Do I feel accomplished?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom. I put my mom in the ground.
Yeah, and you booked a great musical show.
Yeah. The cowmen played.
That's
Some
right.
of them did.
Some of the cowmen did. They were
I think
wonderful.
they got like 2 iTunes sales from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, we did get a couple of sales in this week. This weekend.
He plugged the album at the wake. It was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, we really appreciated that plug at the wake.
Marcus, and he really did plug the cowmen. He's told everyone to buy their album, and I think a couple of your relatives did.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Good music.
It is good music.
We thank you. New single out soon.
Oh yeah. You should do an EP.
Yeah.
We should. We'll get it together.
My brain is fried. Ed,
What
how you
happened
doing?
to you?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, we were drunk. We drank hard.
Well, we all cried together. Can we
Yes,
just talk about how
that was
weird that was?
interesting.
That
Yeah.
we all just like sat there.
Every
and
single
watched-
person cried.
One of the jokes that had
Wait, Kevin, did you? You never have
A little bit.
emotion.
Oh, he was
I'm
going.
tough, man. It's like
Yeah.
I had a
the
little
time to
bit
break,
going.
though. If there was
Yeah.
a time to break, it was at that.
I had a little bit going. It takes a lot for me.
Yeah, I know. It's hard for you.
Yeah.
I walked up to our buddy, our friend Sam Steps Wirtz, and she and I were in the back together. And as soon as I look at your fucking face, Ed, your dumb fat face.
Yeah.
Big.
Both of us just immediately went.
Yeah,
And then just put our arms around each other and just wept.
I got a 30-pound face.
It's a
I will-
30-pound face.
I will say I was at my cousin's funeral a little bit ago, and everyone's like crying and shit, but they're singing like gospel as black people and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they're singing gospel, and his brother is so brutally tone deaf. And I was sitting next to him and just started laughing in the middle of everybody crying. And I made fun of this dude for the whole rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Because he's a shitty singer.
That's also how we deal with our grief.
Yeah.
You just gotta make jokes, man. Just gotta get through it. And also get brutally drunk.
Oh, we got
Lord,
trashed.
yeah.
And we definitely talked about it on the live last podcast on the left show. We talked about how your face looks like it's perfect for tears because it's so fat. And I believe Henry said that your cheeks are plates for tears.
Yeah.
Which I
Plates
thought
for
was-
tears?
Plates for
Yeah,
tears.
ouch.
And if I'm looking at you now, I can see it. They were really
You can
beautiful.
keep
Plates
some
for tears.
things to yourself.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good face.
How
there.
about when my cousin and her son, they're like, we caught a butterfly. And it was clearly a moth.
I'm so glad you realized it too. I'm so
Oh yeah, no. I was debating whether or not to fuck with her.
Right.
Like I was like, should I go up there and be like, you couldn't find a better butterfly for my mom?
I mean, it's like we're gonna release the doves, and everyone's like, they're pigeons.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
You go to the store and buy a better butterfly.
No, it was impromptu, I think. He just found
Yeah, I
the
think he
moth.
just got it.
He was a kid trying to take the
The cool
spotlight.
thing about it is I did watch the moth. I watched the moth literally fly over everyone because I was standing in the back, and it actually went out that.
Think-
the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it crisscrossed the whole
Didn't
crowd.
touch me.
Yeah,
man.
it was cute.
And then it died in the pool.
Yeah.
Did it really?
No, I don't know.
Oh God!
All day it's spent in a pencil box.
Yeah.
It had air holes in it. It's fine.
I was waiting for it to not leave the
Yeah.
thing, and then
You
that's
have
like
to
a big
shake
sad
it,
moment,
yeah.
and then he shakes it. I was waiting for that to happen, but then it came out. So that was fun.
You always, I was really waiting for something like someone to like kick the urn into the river by accident or something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Or like the dog to run up and piss on it or
Well,
something.
technically, the urn was in styrofoam, right? So it would have.
No, that was the case that they make you buy. You have to buy a.
Oh, that was.
You know
I
what?
thought
I
it was a
actually
styrofoam cooler.
No,
I actually do want to talk
Oh.
about this. So obviously, the total tragedy. But as soon as it happens, you have to go buy the body back, right? Is that what fucking happens?
I mean, kind of. I mean, you
They
gotta
take the body.
You gotta
and then
claim
have
it. I don't think you have to pay them for it.
Did you have to pay for it?
The whole thing cost $1,982.
My God.
At the funeral home.
Yeah. So
And then the burial, just to bury, because we already owned the plot, because we put her above my grandma, but just to break ground was another $11.50.
See, that's,
Just
see,
to
that's
dig a
crazy.
hole.
You
That's
should have
a
done it
racket.
surreptitiously, which is what we did at my boyfriend's grandmother's funeral. Is that we snuck into the cemetery and just hoped to not get caught.
Yeah, why
you
didn't
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ed, why didn't you ask me?
Yeah,
I could have done this so fucking easily.
We
You
snuck.
know this is my fucking deal. I
loves
would
to
have loved
dig
to
holes, Ed.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a gravedigger when I grew up.
this is the one time you could have used him.
Yeah.
Why didn't you offer it up?
I didn't know.
I wasn't thinking. I should have thought like, oh man, I got a corpse on my hands. I should call Marcus.
Of course. Anytime there's a corpse on anybody's hands, call Marcus.
You got a guy. That's the thing. You got a guy for everything. You got a guy for bodies, or at least a guy for holes.
Absolutely. I would
Yeah, I got a guy for holes.
Yeah,
Don't worry about me. I got a guy for holes.
Good Lord.
We got Steve pretty good. I got Steve.
Steve
Oh,
Paseka,
yeah,
who's
that's
there. He's
fun.
been on the show. You know him as Skulk the Hulking. You go out there, listen to his album. It's absolutely amazing. He was the only one not to meet Mama Kathleen, and he made that clear at the funeral.
Yeah, I asked. I was like, "Has anyone here not met my mother?" And he raised his hand, and I was like, "Oh well, too late."
And that joke absolutely crushed. It wasn't too late.
It crushed.
And for those that aren't caught up to date, it crushed because she's dead. So that's why that joke kind of worked there. You can't meet her anymore. So that's kind of one of those things.
What is sad though is like I've been to a bunch of funerals in the past year, so lately I've been trying to do funeral material at stand up, and let me tell you, man, people don't like it.
No.
Bad memories
It's bombs.
associated.
Literally,
bad.
the reason like they're there is to not think about that.
Yeah. I've been trying to do sets and throwing this funeral material, man. It ain't working.
Yeah.
Nope, a couple of great bits, though. A couple of great moments there at the funeral. We
Yeah.
love Mama Kathleen. All right, so, Marcus, let's do another news story.
Yeah. This is bird news.
Oh.
Yeah. Bird news.
We have to, Jackie. What?
No, we have to do another news.
What do you want to do? Do you have something else to say?
No, I don't have anything else to say.
What was your favorite part of the funeral, Jackie?
Yeah, what was the funnest part?
Oh, I don't know about the funnest
The
part.
funnest part was Holden being miserable the day after.
I feel like my soul, okay, so I forgot about the fart in question,
I can't
right?
It's not
fart.
in
It was a
question.
shark.
There is no question about the
That's
fart.
how shitty things got, after that, because then I was then forced to ride rides in the 95-degree heat on the boardwalk, brutally hungover, because the people I were with were the only people dumb enough to stay at, Walter was one of them, to stay at the boardwalk, hungover as fuck in 95-degree heat, riding these fucking make-you-sick rides. I didn't understand it. So anyways, I forgot about the fart, right? I think, some of my soul left my body when I farted.
That's what it sounded like.
It was big, and I did take care of it in a bathroom later, in a public restroom.
Had
on the
you
boardwalk.
sharded?
I don't think anything got on the underpants. I think it stayed in my ass.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
But
is it a common question that your girlfriend asks? Like, do you need a wipe?
Baby, do you need a wipe?
She is just beloved to me.
Just love baby, do you need a wipe?
Baby, do you need a wipe? And honestly, she didn't bring it up since then either. I will go home after this and bring the fart up and see if she remembers it. But that's how wonderful of a woman she is. She just didn't even pay it no mind. She just kept going with her day.
Or that's how often gross shit happens to you.
Or that's how often gross shit happens. And that is just kind of
my
God.
By the
situation.
way, that was Marcus in roast mode.
That
was roast
got
mode.
a little roasty.
Marcus has been in roast mode for days.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Steve. Speaking of Steve, I got Steve too later on that night.
He's so fun to get.
Yeah. He's so fun to get because he's a really big guy, and we're sitting next to each other, and he's like, "Man, it's so hot." And I leaned next to him. I said, "You ever thought about being skinny?"
That was Marcus roast mode.
Off the cuff, man. That was some off the cuff. I was feeling real roasty.
Yeah, I was standing next to you, man. That one hurt me.
Yeah, it was for you, Ed. It's all for you, baby.
Got his ass. Thank you.
Yeah. Marcus, how did it feel to be in roast mode?
Actually, it felt really good.
Great, right?
Yeah, I didn't feel bad at all. It was weird.
No, it's great. Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah.
It's fun hurting people.
Yes.
It's fun.
I want my fucking
pain
LA
for
privileges back, man. Roast mode.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Davenporter just totally doesn't want you to have those privileges at all. Baby.
I feel like you would fit in LA perfectly.
I think I would do great.
Perfect amount of condescending, and you're so tall.
You're really
There
good
it
at
is.
meetings. You know,
I'm
you're
great
really
at
good at
meetings.
taking meetings, giving meetings.
Lunch. You're great at lunch.
Lunch.
great at lunch.
You're great at
You've
lunch.
never taken me to a lunch.
Oh my! I'll take you to a lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, can you lunch Jackie, please?
If you guys could be a fly on the wall during my business meetings, you would freak the fuck out. I am so good at business meetings. It's insane.
I would love to watch.
I am so good. I am so good.
Can we all go and sit on the table next to Ben at his business meeting with our menus up and just peering
Well,
over?
I was actually thinking we could all dress up like actual flies and tape ourselves to the wall.
There with me.
Or we give Ben like a big trucker hat with a camera in it.
I don't know how they would like the get out of your room system.
I
in
swear
your
to
business
God, it is
meetings.
the best.
Or the giant talking coat hanger that would be sitting next to you during this business.
That's the thing, but I think something you should adopt is don't come at me with
That's
that.
Marcus's though.
Fine, but you know what, Ben? You can have that.
Don't come at me with
you
that.
You can rent it.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Or-
you can borrow it every once in a while. but
$50
man,
bucks a day.
50 bucks a day.
Be
But
the first congressman in history to announce a VP and bring out Marcus.
Yeah, and I'll come out and I'll say fucking pro-life, big taxes, getting into your bedroom.
We're pro-life now?
I'll say don't come at me with that.
And all right, so apparently we're pro-life.
No, I said don't come at me with pro-life.
Don't come at me with
Yeah,
that.
pro-life, high taxes, social
These
issues.
are all confusing slogans.
So are you running on a campaign that
I said this on a national San Francisco radio show.
I feel like with Marcus's pro stance on everything and Ben's anti stance, they're just going to stay where they are.
No, at me with that.
You're not
Come
supposed to
at
say
him
pro-life.
with
You
that.
say don't come at him with that.
Yeah, I said don't come at me with pro-life. I'm anti-pro-life.
I am pro-life.
What?
It's not pro-life. It's like
Pro-choice.
bad father.
That's right.
You're pro-life?
I'm pro-human.
All right, well, this
Anti-robot.
is a story for another fucking
But you
podcast,
just said
I
stay
guess.
out of your womb.
Yeah, you just.
Oh
stay
no,
in
I'm
your
not.
room.
I am pro-life, not in the abortion sense, in
That's
the
what
sense
that
that we are all
means.
people.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
about
Ben's-
to beat the fucking shit out of you, Kissel.
Why are you gonna beat me up?
Beat the shit out of
Dude,
you
I'll
right
go
now.
pro-life.
You
I'm
want?
gonna go conservative Christian.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
You know
you
what?
right now.
I just changed. Hey, you know what? I had a come to Jesus meeting, and I just changed, and you guys are all idiots.
So now you're in their womb, in their room, in their wallet?
You're in my womb, sir?
I'm in your womb.
Don't come at me with that.
Don't come at me. Don't come at me with that.
Yeah, don't come at me with that 2018.
Marcus.
Oh,
Did win. Oh, you don't have a gauge of the nation like I
I
have.
have my finger on the pulse of America. You know what America's feeling right now? They're looking at everybody and they're saying, don't come at me with that.
That's my slogan.
Oh man, Marcus, can your other slogan be "Can you dig it"?
Oh, can you dig it?
Yeah.
Look, I'm loving it.
Ben Kissel does heroin.
That's ridiculous.
Make him deny.
Coat hangers getting out of line.
The liberal media don't trust him one bit. They're a bunch of liars and scavengers, and they're baby killers.
That's exactly what a man shooting up at 9 in the morning under the fucking Franklin Delaware Roosevelt Bridge. Is that a bridge?
That might be a bridge.
Don't
Yeah.
come at me with that.
I'm pro-life, but for dogs.
Hell
I am
yeah,
too. Actually, I
sounds
like that. Let's join forces.
Yeah, if they're in so much pain, let them live.
Let them live.
Get rid of dog abortions.
I agree with that.
Oh, you're talking about dog abortion.
Plant bitchhood.
Technically not offensive.
Definitely not effective.
If it's for dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Not
dogs.
offensive. Good job, Eddie.
You should get the 2 Dalmatians from 101 Dalmatians as your like spokespeople.
Glenn Close.
No, they're not.
Cruella DeVille.
No, you should get Glenn Close.
I know. Definitely get Glenn
I'm more of a
Close.
Meryl Streep person.
She's a good actress.
I love him.
She's very good in many
Come
movies.
at me with that.
Don't come at him.
I'm not coming at you with that because that's my whole thing. I don't come at people. They come at me. And that's why I got to say, don't come at me with that.
No.
Glenn, close to your heart, far from your pussy. Vote for Ed Larson.
That's your fucking slogan? Out of your room, out of your room, out of your wallet.
I like Ed's better, man.
What the fuck is happening?
You know what? I'm on the Glenn Close train, and my whole thing is damages.
Holden McNeely, the only congressman that is dressed like a coat hanger and can actually perform abortions on people. That's my fucking
Team up with
platform.
Eddie?
That's it. I will
Wait,
learn
who
how
do
to
you
perform
endorse?
them. I will learn how to perform abortions, and I will actually do it in fucking City Hall.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh, yeah, let's do bird news.
God, I don't
I'm honestly upset with the competition here. I feel, it's a hot political season.
It is a hot political season, man. You've already got, 3 rivals right now in this room?
No one's going to pay attention to anyone speaking if a man is literally performing abortions directly next to him on a woman.
Why do you think we had 101 Dalmatians?
I mean, he's winning at every level.
your
man.
heart is far away
Kevin,
from
how are you
pussy.
supporting Ed?
Listen to what he said, man.
He said nothing.
It was a pun and a formidable thought all in one, man. It was beautiful. Glenn, close to your heart, far from your
Far
pussy.
from
I'm
your
putting that on my
pussy. I'm
gravestone.
in it. I'm on it.
Damages.
I go nowhere near your pussy. Vote Ed Larson.
Yeah, I like
Well,
it.
that's a good point, Eddie.
I like
I
it.
actually
Keep
have
up
to
with that
support
coat
that.
hanger.
Very nice. All right, Marcus. Maybe
I'm
one
just
more.
mad. Personally, I'm mad the coat hanger is not as closeted as I wanted him to be.
That's true. I'll
Just
suck
because
the
they
guy's
don't
dick on camera, though, if that'll get me
There
elected.
you
I'll
go.
do anything to
Yeah,
get
but then you're
elected.
not closeted.
Right, I'm out. I'll suck his dick in a closet.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
that's
you can
nice.
return to the bridge.
Right.
Or like a lot of Republican senators in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
True.
not?
Or at the RNC convention.
Yep.
Did you guys see all of the the Craigslist casual encounters
Yes.
at the
Yeah, I saw
Republican
that.
National Convention?
Also,
a lot of dicks flowing
all
around
the
that place.
all the gay apps, all the grinders and the scruffs, just spiked. Like
wow.
crazy.
And for more political news, listen to Abe Lincoln's Top Hat. But Jackie, why are you looking at me like that?
You're not actually pro-life, are you?
No, I'm not pro-life.
All
I am
right, I'm
pro-life.
just
I am
making sure
pro-choice. I am pro.
He's everything.
people.
Pro people.
He's talking about robots. That's what
All
he's
right.
talking about. Is that he's
'Cause I'm
anti-robot?
about to get pissed the fuck off.
Well, you know what?
You about
Ben
to
is
get upset?
speaking in circles, a.k.a. he's a man we cannot trust.
That's ridiculous.
Sounds like you're a man I
Kevin.
can't trust.
That's absurd. There's no way you can't trust
It's been a hard weekend, okay?
It has
I
been.
told you I've been yelling at strangers. What do you think I'm gonna do to my loved ones?
What have you been yelling at strangers?
Man, I've been yelling.
What you
What?
looking at?
I've been,
Eat
yeah, I've
shit,
been
fuck
feeling
face.
too much. When I feel too much, I can't keep it to myself, so I project it at other people.
Hey,
Wish this was yours.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and suck my nipples?
Yep.
It seems like you're accosting the people.
Yeah.
You like the front, you should see the back.
Ooh, yeah.
I was so upset last night. I watched Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh my god, it's so upsetting.
Oh my god.
Don't get me started.
What?
Don't come at me
Cedric
with
Diggory.
that.
I mean, come on.
That's Cedric.
Cedric.
Spoiler alert, Marcus, please.
Oh no, I'm just saying he's close. I'm not
All
saying
right.
he's dead. I'm saying he's close.
All right, Marcus, let's do another news story.
Bird news?
Bird
Can
news.
it please be bird news?
It's going to be bird news. People have been warned to be on their guard for seagulls off their beaks on acid.
Hell yeah.
That they've been ingested by gobbling up swarms of flying ants. Clouds of the insects took flight on Monday, a.k.a. Flying Ant Day, which is an actual day, as queen ants emerged from hiding to search of mates pursued by millions of male drones. But one expert said the ants were, quote, like M&Ms for seagulls, and flocks of the birds will dive and swoop through the air to feast on them. Gull expert Tony Whitehead said the ants leave the gulls distracted and excitable as they forget to look where they're going. He said the gulls are mad for them.
All right, very exciting.
And an increase in attacks and nuisance behavior by seagulls has been reported in the past, reportedly due to them getting drunk on the formic acid created by the large number of flying ants they gorge themselves on, and they lose their inhibitions.
So seagulls get drunk.
I'd say having a bunch of fucked up seagulls is better than having a bunch of flying ants.
Yep. Yeah.
I agree.
Flying ants are evil as fuck.
I've never dealt with the flying ants.
Oh my God, we have them in Florida. They're a nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, we once rented a car in South Florida because our car was in the shop. As when I was a kid, we rented the car, we turned on the air conditioning, and then fucking flying ants just started flying out of the goddamn air conditioning.
That's a funny prank, though.
We got hot dogs.
Yeah.
You got hot dogs?
Well, we couldn't get back in the car, and there's a hot dog truck, so we got some hot dogs.
Oh, you got
I
it.
definitely did think of a literal flying ants where they're just like screaming at you for not waking up early enough and screaming at you about your mother because they, you know, the mother wasn't a very good sister and things like that.
This just reminds me of Henry's. A bunch of pigeons came at our car, and he was slamming on the horn as if pigeons knew what to do when they hear a horn honk. But instead, they kept flying up in front of the car and then perching right in front of the car, and flying up in front of the car and then perching right up in the front of the car because the horns were just scaring the pigeons.
You just gotta hit them slowly, like give them a little tap. Be like, "I'm gonna run you over if you don't move."
Like
No,
a
he
cow
wouldn't
and a
do it.
chicken in a pasture.
I mean, that's the thing. That's what you're supposed to do. But sometimes I think those pigeons were fucked up. I think the pigeons were wrong, but the seagulls were
Drunk
wrong.
pigeons?
Yeah.
Something, man. They were not moving.
That cow eating the chicken thing didn't even fuck with me. I can't believe people got so upset.
Yeah, I
I
can't
think
believe
it
people
was
got
the
upset
sound that
about
we were
that at all.
missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could barely see it. It was in his mouth the whole time.
Yeah, it wasn't
Getting
bloody or
chewed, grinded
Yeah, it's
up.
just two animals being stupid.
Yeah.
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 No, it really bothered people.
Wow.
It really did.
Yeah.
We didn't hear the sound. I feel like the sound was a big part of it.
It is a cheap nothing.
Is it it's no screech?
Or
no,
a bone
I
crunch?
mean, well, it's a baby chick. It doesn't have a high vocal range. It just cheeps.
Yeah, it was just fine. It
I
was
mean,
a-
I used to stay at this dude's house. I probably talked about this before. Where in the morning we would go to the pet store, get a bunch of mice, and then it was feeding day, and we'd all gather around each cage of each reptile, and we'd feed the mice to each reptile, and it was a glorious morning ritual. I loved it. Every Sunday morning I got to see that. That reminded me of that. It was nothing.
Yeah,
it was easy.
me too. Yeah, I
Nothing
used
at
to.
all.
Yeah,
People haven't seen real shit, man. I remember, like,
Yeah.
my friend in North Carolina, I go over his house sometimes in the summer. I remember one time he was like, "Hey, man, you want to see something cool?" I was like, "What's that?" And he goes downstairs and he opens up their fireplace and there's about 20 dead bluebirds in there. And it was cool.
Yeah.
That was the cool thing to see.
Why
That's
were
really
they
cool.
down there?
I don't know. He didn't explain it. I didn't ask. I just accepted it for what it was.
The prettier the bird, the more upsetting it is when it's dead.
They were beautiful.
Yeah, bluebirds
like
are a
20 of
beautiful
them.
bird.
Yeah.
Are beautiful birds.
Yeah, if there was just like a bunch of dead wrens, nobody would care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck about a
If it
wren?
was
A
a bunch
wren?
of,
No.
if it was a bunch of big birds painted blue,
Ooh,
I would be upset.
strangled to
That's
death, big
confusing.
birds. I always felt the best way to kill a turkey would be drown it in a toilet.
We should take a video of that and show it at the next Last Podcast live show.
Absolutely. That's fucking Thanksgiving.
That's right. Well, turkeys are notoriously complete fuckers.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why it would be a struggle. You get all scratched up and shit, it would peck at you. You
That's
might
the
even
thing.
fucking lose an eye.
I was just at like a big kind of farm place in Florida with Lexi. There were a bunch of turkeys, and I was like, we are not going anywhere near those fuckers because they will fuck you up.
oh yeah. There's a bunch of wild turkeys on the end of Long Island.
Montauk.
Yeah.
Just
And the
mean
Hamptons.
wild turkeys?
Yeah.
They're everywhere
They're
down
everywhere.
there. They'll run in front of your car.
Yeah, they'll just get at you, and they'll harass you. They're like the cat callers of the bird world.
They're stupid.
Yeah, the construction workers of the bird world. Not the construction. If you're a construction worker, I think you're a great, respectable person. But, you know,
Is that true?
Not necessarily.
Sounds like you're really forcing what you're saying.
I am
So are
running
you
on a
anti-
platform, so I have to kind of keep things PC.
I was going to
okay?
say, are you anti-construction worker as a platform?
I would throw up before I did it, but I would absolutely perform an abortion on a construction worker.
Wow.
Wow. Kevin, turkeys, you like them? Bird Luger?
I like turkeys, man.
Yeah?
In both forms, dead and alive, food. They're good. Beautiful animals.
All right, now it's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
All right, you thought we couldn't get sadder, but we're about to. We're all going to share a memory of Mama Kathleen, Ed's mom.
Make them quick.
Make them fast, make them easy. We're trying to make Ed cry here, so let's really beef it up,
really
guys.
just choose the time she was racist. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go with the time she beat you with a telephone cord, but I wasn't there.
She beat me with a telephone and a bag of wood.
Right. I wasn't there for
Kevin?
either of those. If I can
Eddie, what is the worst time your mother ever physically abused
She
you?
hit me in the face with a baseball when I was sleeping.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Good
And
for
why
her.
was that? What'd you do wrong while you were sleeping?
I don't know.
It's hard to ask questions after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing you can think of is just like, oh my God, my face hurts.
Right.
And it goes from there. It's hard to kind of ask, like, why would
Right.
you do that? Mine was when she made cookies for all of us at a Murderfish show. And she handed cookies out to the entire audience, and it was such a great, happy memory. So I'll
Oh
always
my
have
God! So I found this recipe book, and I was like, I
Wait,
just started,
are there pumpkin squares in it?
dude, you're gonna fucking be so mad. I was going through it. It's like, to Ed, my son, is the most beautiful, nice thing. And it's, on the top of the page, it says Ed's pumpkin squares, and then the rest of the page is blank.
No! No, the pumpkin squares! The pumpkin squares! Because when I talked to Gucci about it, I was like, I have to get the recipe for the pumpkin
No,
squares.
no, she used that pen you buy as soon as you
No,
dye the
she
ink
didn't.
erases.
No,
that's what happened.
The
That's
pumpkin
what happened.
squares. The
Yeah, there's
pumpkin
no way
squares
she
were all
didn't have a
I
recipe.
wanted.
There's no way she bought them from a store and told you that she made them.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
I
Good for
am
her.
so legitimately upset about that.
Yeah, the recipe for
I
Ed's
was-
pumpkin squares, go down to Hank's Bakery, buy 12 pumpkin squares.
That could
I
be
was-
your
Tell 'em you
memory
made
when
'em.
we get to you.
I was gonna make you pumpkin squares.
Well, there's no recipe for it.
Well, you fucking can't. Kevin?
I mean, I guess I'll just stick with the racism, as Ed said. I just remember the first time I met her, within 5 minutes, she was already racist towards Asians. And I was like, I don't know if this is okay. But then at the same time, I didn't know any personally at that moment, so I was fine with it. And for a while, I forgot it was your mom, and I just remembered her as the lady who hated Asian people. I figured she was old enough to do that.
Ah, so good. Ben?
Well, we had a great Thanksgiving together.
Oh,
it was honestly one of the best Thanksgivings.
For the record books, for sure.
For the record books, it is the #1 Thanksgiving of all time. Eddie was so kind to invite me to Thanksgiving. I wasn't speaking to my family at the time, or wasn't as close as I am now with them, and I'm not very close to them now. And his mom...
All right, let's keep it with Ed's mom, okay?
allowed me to come over. So we went over to her house, and she was unbelievable. She was cooking the entire time. Eddie and I were drinking and doing other things in the garage. And long story short, the dog ended up dead. And
My mom's roommate's dog.
Yeah, your
broke
mom-
its back going down 3 stairs because it was too fat.
Yeah, and because your
And then
mother...
the only way it wouldn't cry and yelp in pain is when we laid it on top of Ben.
Yeah. So I'm holding a dying dog the entire... Well, I believe it was the Lions playing the Cowboys, as they always do on Thanksgiving and things like that, and your mother was frantic, and you were taking care of her, and she cooked some amazing food.
My mom's sugar dropped and she started running around with no shirt on.
Yeah, so I did see his mother nude before she passed away, and I have to say, great set. One of the better ones I've ever seen, and it was really sweet. And she was amazing. She was one of those people that the only thing that it took her if she loved you, if you liked Ed. If Ed liked you, she loved you. Yep. And that was it with Mama Kathleen. That was the only standard that had to be passed, is if Eddie liked you, she immediately took you in as if you were her own. Although, obviously she didn't have to go through the horrors of birthing all of us. So she was great. So it was a great Thanksgiving. Long story short, anyway, so the roommate ends up coming home crying.
Story is short.
After putting the dog down, and you were helping your mother stay alive. She was killing her dog, and it was a hell of a
Romeo.
It's and as tragic as Romeo and Juliet was,
we just kept feeding him.
Yeah, we had to. It was the only thing that made him kind of happy there as he was slowly dying. So that was fun.
Walter?
First off, I don't know how many times at parties and such when Ed's mom would be there, but he would immediately be like, Mom, go talk to Walter. And she'd come over to me and we would hang out for hours. But my favorite memory of her is her doing the first Murder Fist Christmas special up in New York. And I don't remember what the sketch was, but it had something to do with Ed being attached to an umbilical cord that was also attached to your mom in the front row.
Yeah,
right.
She started eating cheeseburgers.
Yes.
I pretended like I was getting full.
And
it was a good joke.
It was very funny.
It didn't get much.
No,
but, I thought it was funny.
And that has always stuck with me, only because of her performance, not as much as the actual joke itself. Because we went over it with her, and she was great, and it was awesome. But when it came time to performance, she did like this crazy dance and started like screaming as much as she could. And that will never leave my mind. And I was just like,
yum, yum,
yeah,
yum,
yum, yum, yum,
yum.
And when she was dancing, it was crazy, and that image is forever in my mind. That's my.
Oh man,
Catchy story.
Fantastic. Jackie?
Yeah.
So Ed recently cut his hair, but the last time he cut his hair was on his 30th birthday party. There was a show for it. That was it dog shit?
Yeah, it was dog shit.
It was dog shit with
At
Kissel
the Pyramid Club.
and at the Pyramid
yes.
Club. So it was underneath. It was in a basement, and she made a bunch of that's why forever. Anytime I think of Mama Kathleen, I think of she comes into town, we're eating pumpkin squares, because I have no idea how the fuck she made them. I'm so pissed off that they're not in that book, but I just wanted to make those pumpkin squares. She made the pumpkin squares.
There's other pumpkin recipes, not that.
But I want that one. You know the one I want. But she also made a bunch of cupcakes, and she was so upset because Ed was getting sheared. He was getting shaved on stage. His hair was getting shaved off, and she was so upset that no one was eating any of the cupcakes that she made. That her mom, Ed's mom is so similar to my mom that I started eating as many cupcakes as I could fit into my body. I started forcing people to eat I was like, have a cupcake. They're like, no. I'm like, have fucking cupcake. And I just remember Mom Kathleen was like, oh my god, they're eating the cupcakes. I knew they were good. I was worried they were dry, but I know that they're good. And I was like, they are the best cupcakes I've ever had. And I forced everybody to eat as many cupcakes as they put into their fucking body. And I was just like, because she just reminded me of my mom so much. And I was just like, yeah. You have to. Sometimes you gotta force people to fucking eat what you put your love into.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Marcus?
Well, she had me and Doug, Jackie's boyfriend from the Common. She had us over for Christmas one year when we couldn't make it back home, and it was fantastic. It was one of my favorite Christmases ever. But we were out in the garage getting blazed out of our fucking skulls, and
as you do on Christmas.
As you do on Christmas, and she came out there and made us rearrange her garage.
Oh, they're stoned. They want to do creative
We were
things.
stoned as fuck. She's like, no, put it over there. Move the extra back. But it was a really fantastic Christmas, and she made us feel like our own, or like her own, man.
She was like that, man.
It was like one of the best Christmases I've ever had.
You know, anyone attached to Eddie, it was like the only people that mattered to her was you and anyone that you loved.
All right, no winner. We all win. They're all beautiful stories. You win because you knew my mom. How about that? That's sweet.
Man,
Sounds good to me.
Fucking sad.
Jackie, please, just drink through it.
Yeah, just drink through it, Jackie. What's wrong with you?
That's what Mama Kathleen wants. All right, we drink through it.
Hey, if anybody wants to, diabetes is what killed my mom. So we set up a donation page, and I'll post it on the Roundtable Facebook group. So
And
if
you
you
got
want to
the-
donate to diabetes in my mom's name, we've already raised $1,500.
It's amazing.
Or just start sending Ed healthier food because he's going to have to be dealing with it.
I'm definitely going to get diabetes.
Yeah, and you gave your mother diabetes.
Yeah, and
so
my
technically
father's
you kinda killed
diabetes,
her.
and he just lost a foot.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
lost the
right?
whole foot.
Yeah,
Didn't they send you a picture of the amputated foot the day your mother died?
absolutely. that is a fact. That is a fact.
Honestly, we get the email. I get an email from Jeff Ross. Sad news from Jeff. And then I call Eddie, and he's like, "Yeah, my father just his wife or something sent
Took a picture of him with no leg, just pissed off, like looking at the camera, like, why the fuck are you taking this picture?"
The only picture in the flip book was of Eddie's father. The only one picture of Eddie's father was him flicking off the camera.
Oh yeah, well I did that on purpose.
Yeah, it was very cute.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Anyway, all right. We love Mama Kathleen. Thanks for listening.
absolutely.
Yep.
So no plugs this week? I'm kidding.
We can do a plug.
We're good. I plugged the fucking donation page.
Do the donations. Donate to diabetes.
That's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right.